exciting 4A championship game coming up here in just a few minutes. Dubuque Senior and the Bettendorf Bulldogs. And not only that, we've got a couple more coming up tomorrow on the 2A and the 3A. And Mike Henderson, I'll tell you what, the first one went right down to the wire. I think this second one probably will too.
Well, it certainly should. Both teams, of course, impressive in getting to the tournament. We saw a Division I signee in the first game. Allison Lucy with a great showing. She's going to Missouri. We're going to see one in this game, and Jamie Wilson in Bettendorf. She's staying home. She'll be going to Iowa State. Dubuque Senior then counters with a girl that's considered by most people to be one of the top 2 or 3 post players in the junior class in the United States. That's Amy Herrig, a 6'4" junior, averaging 21 points and 12 rebounds a game.
Of course, the 4A championship between Dubuque Senior, the Rams, and the Bettendorf Bulldogs will be coming up here momentarily, but we'll be back with the 4A championship after this.
For the simple reason that kids will be kids. There's Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Iowa. We cover more children and the people who love them than any other.
You just can't beat the blue.
New Buctril Gel. Oh, it's the same fast broadleaf weed control we expect from Buctril. Except now it's in a concentrated, water-soluble gel pack. We can say goodbye to jug disposal. Old Buck's up to something.
New Buctril Gel. The same fast, dependable broadleaf weed control in easy-handling gel packs.
Whoa, great job, Buck.
Mick Trier, Mike Henderson back at Vets Auditorium in Des Moines. We've just completed our 1A championship game and waiting for the 4A championship game. You can see the two teams. The Bettendorf Bulldogs at 21-3, taking on the Dubuque Senior Rams at 22-2. And Mike Henderson, what do you expect in that ball game? Same thing?
Well, I kind of tend to agree with a little bit of what Darrell Bates said. A little more of a half-court contest between the two than we saw in the first game. These two teams, of course, in their regional games coming into state tournament before they come, one of them, Dubuque Senior, knocked off the #1 team in the state, Cedar Rapids, Washington, while the other, Bettendorf, knocked off the #2 team in the state, Davenport West. So it's for teams that maybe weren't supposed to be here. One of them is going to go home with a state championship trophy.
Well, certainly both teams well coached coming in. Larry Krogan for Dubuque Senior is looking for victory number 400.
He certainly is, and he's got a good ball club. The two other big kids inside do a great job for him, Amy Pellard and Tara David. However, the matchup that I look for, the matchup that gets fiercely in Bettendorf's favor, is at guard. Howe Senior is going to cut off Lindsey Beckman, the 5'10" senior point guard, who's really had an outstanding tournament. That's going to be a key to see how Senior can handle her and if they can handle her.
Mentioned Larry Krogan, of course, for Dubuque, and on the other side for Bettendorf, Lori Bush. I don't think anybody works the sidelines or the officials any harder than her.
Well, Coach Lori just has been coaching the head coach for 2 years with a career mark of 44-5. A familiar name. A high school all-stater at Lost Nation, was on 3 national tournament teams, including a national championship team at William Penn, where she was a first-team Division III All-American.
Well, we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Mike Henderson, when the 4A rolled around, we might see things a little more physical. You still think that?
Oh, I think that's just the nature of it. And also the fact, in game #1, we saw 2 teams make in their first year ever of 5-player basketball. In this game, we're seeing 2 teams in their 10th year of 5-player basketball.
Well, we're still only minutes away from the 4A championship, which should be a good one. And we'll have it for you. We'll be back right after this.
It happens hundreds of times each year. A careless scoop of the shovel cuts underground lines that can shut down an entire neighborhood. But it doesn't have to happen.
The second half of the first game, what'd you think?
Well, I like this, but you know, I grew up with 6 girls.
Sure.
And it's you kind of miss it. But you know, you can see some of the holdovers in the lob passes and the over-the-head passes. You can see some of the vestiges of sixth-girl basketball in the last game.
You came in, you were in Washington all day today working. What was up? What were you working on?
Oh, we're working on a competitiveness bill. I don't think it's all that important.
You got a daughter, Amy. Is she 17? Is she
senior in high school?
Is she playing ball?
No, but she played basketball all the time until she was a sophomore, and then the last couple of years she didn't quite make the cut on the team.
Where's she going off to college next year? Do you know yet?
I don't know. A cheap one, I hope. I don't know where.
Senator, great to see you. Welcome back.
It's always great to be here. My team, Dowling, my old team, didn't make it. They got cut out in the first.
Back to you, Mick Trier.
Thank you, Chuck. Getting ready for the 4A championship game here. Dubuque Senior and Bettendorf. And a couple of big people on the inside at 6'4" for Amy Herrig. And she scores 21 points a ball game. And Jamie Olson, 21 points a ball game, Mike.
Well, see there, the starting lineups and introduced a key person, 33 for Bettendorf. Watch out for Lindsey Beckman, a guard. For Dubuque Senior, number 54, Amy Herrig, the 6'4" post.
Getting ready to jump in here, as you can see, 4A championship. Amy Herrig going up against Jamie Olson.
Redo.
Yeah, another redo. Rebound controlled here by Dubuque Senior, the Rams. Rated 6. Number 6 going up against number 7. Ah, there's the quick shot from the outside by Pillard, and she is a workhorse. 2 points for Pillard, draws first blood. Dubuque Senior out of the blocks. Just underway, 4A championship game. Olson, right side, shot good. Boy, Lisa James hitting it from 9. Not much half-court offense so far, Mike. Just fired up. Here comes Senior, a little fire plug. Amy Weber out there. Down low, nice shot. Amy Herrig. Amy Herrig with the turnaround, gets the bucket down. Got herself a little foul trouble earlier in the week.
Well, had some ankle trouble. Tore up her left ankle in warm-ups in her opening round win. Looks to be moving real well tonight.
Yeah, she moved a little gingerly on it that day, right before the ball game. Oh, nice bounce pass inside. Shot no good. Here comes Senior with the basketball. Rams with a couple of quick ones out there, and Bickle and Weber. Down low, Tara Davids, who's always around the basketball. Right. Yeah, she's a workhorse.
That was Pillard again, who came into this game leading the tournament field goals. And she was 12 of 17 from the field on shots like that through her first 2 games.
Pillard looks to penetrate. Now Herrig. You don't see much shooting out there by Weber or Bickle.
The guards won't shoot much. Nope.
Yeah, there's one. Maybe at the free throw line. That one bounces out. Not a bad shot, though, however. Larry Krogan won't be unhappy with that one. Larry doesn't look old enough to be going for victory number 400, Mike.
He's my age.
No comment. Bettendorf. Here's Dubuque and the man. Good offense. Half-court controlled offense here by Bettendorf. Hoping to get some shots out. Lori Bush, the head coach, she really works that sideline. Doesn't sit down on the bench much.
I'm not sure we need the microphone on, but we'll have it.
That's probably true, but shot blocked by Herrig. The other day, the official had to get up and say, listen, either you're going to kneel or stand or something, but get in one place. They kept colliding over there. Ball lost, they'll give it to Bettendorf. There's Larry Krogan. I think he might look a little younger than you might. Bettendorf likes to penetrate inside. Nice move inside of the lane. Up and good. Jamie Olson, the 6-footer. Averages 21 points a ball game. I guess her father played Prywood, didn't he?
Yeah, Gary Olson was a star at Wayland High School. I think when he beat Ames in the state tournament, then went on and played for the University of Iowa.
62 through 66. Shot inside of the lane. Up and good by Senior.
Jamie had her choice, too, of sports to play in college. Not only many colleges for basketball. She's a big-time prospect. Was a big-time prospect as a college swimmer was her strength.
Oh, man, turnaround jumper looked like he was going to go down, but popped out of there. 6-4 Dubuque by a bucket here. 4:40 to play. First quarter, 4A championship game. Mixture Mike Henderson of Betts Auditorium in Des Moines. There's that same place. They're leaving her open. They're leaving Weber open. Nice feed inside. Turn around. No, can't get it by Tara Davids. And as the ball is knocked out of bounds.
Lindsay, stay
That'll be
in
Dubuque.
Stand up and sit down.
There you can hear Lori Bush. Uh-oh.
You also heard, get your foot in out of bounds. I think that was Gary Christensen from Mason City, the referee that was over there visiting with Lori.
A foul called against Courtney Conger, and that will send Tara Davids to the free throw line for the 57% free throw shooter. She's led her 3 years in basketball. She's a real workhorse.
Now, you mentioned she's around the ball. Of course, she's the run at the Reading, outstanding volleyball player. This team was rated second in the state. She was the first team All-Stater from the group.
6-4. Second free throw, no good. Bettendorf for the rebound. Little man here by senior. Almost a hook shot that time by Lisa James. We're tied at 6. James at 6 foot. I thought maybe Dubuque might have a little trouble over there with James, or Olson even. Matching up. Good battle down below here. Jamie Olson matching up with Amy Herring. They're almost denying it. Herring getting the ball right now.
Well, they're just daring either of the guards, 12 or 14, to shoot the ball.
Giving him the shot right there at the free throw line. Now, Davids will take it if she gets it. And so will Pillard.
No, they're not letting anyone have them out as well. They're always going to have them in the face of them.
Look at him collapsing in on Herring. Got to come all the way to the free throw line.
Good interior pass. Herring can do more than shoot the ball. That was a good pass, recognizing Amy Pillard under the basket.
Yeah, unselfish of Amy Herring.
Let's see it. Here's the triple team forming over the top with a straight pass. Lisa James just couldn't recover in time to stop her without fouling.
So Dubuque senior will throw it in. Here's Pillard. They continue to just kind of keep one girl defensively. How she's going to take it now. If Weber hits one of these, that'll change the defense quite a bit by Bettendorf. This time she misses.
If she doesn't hit one pretty quick, she's going to be awful lonesome out on the floor.
Timeout of the 4. We're tied at 6.
Let's go. Come on.
And we'll take a look here at some of this information here as you take a look at Larry Krogan.
Don't throw it.
Takes a timeout here, and boy, you can hear he has some words for his team.
Don't throw it, shoot it.
All right, now listen.
Mike Henderson right now getting some good contact down low.
You can't allow her to come down and set her butt down there. Yeah, hell, you're just letting her walk down there.
Now we're listening to one bench and watching the other one. So Larry Krogan was telling you kids, just don't rush the shot. Get down there, shoot it. And particularly, you know who he was talking to. He wasn't talking to Herring and Felling. It was the guards, Amy Weber and Jenny Bickel.
There you can see Dubuque seniors. They made their way through the state tournament. First round, it was over Carroll Kemper, 52-42. And then in the semis, over Waterloo S, 51-49 for Dubuque senior. But of course, the big win that everybody talking about, that one over Cedar Rapids, Washington, Mike.
It certainly was an overtime win, 50-45. Cedar Rapids, Washington, a great basketball team. Mike. It's one that a lot of teams deserve to come. They're one of them.
Bettendorf made their way in first round play over Dowling, as you noticed there. And then picked up a win over Muscatine, 53-36.
My buddies to the left are lying to me this Askew. Turnovers even, 1-1. Rebounds even, 5-5. Field goals, one team 3 of 7, the other one 3 of 8. Score even, 6-6. They're playing games with us, Mick.
We're tied at 6 here.
They're playing games with us.
2:44 to go, first quarter. Well, we'll see if they allow Weber and Bickel to continue. There's the free throw shot, doesn't take it. Now, Pillard can hit that one from out there. She can get a step. Herring is going to shoot from 16. Yeah, Amy Herring gives Dubuque a 2-point lead. Well, they're not going to give you the shot of the inside. I guess you have to go out to get it. Off the mark. is Jamie Olson. Jamie Olson, one of the top 65 players, high school players in the U.S.
3-year All-American swimmer as a backstroker in individual medley.
Three-pointer by Pillard off the mark. Herrig with a rebound. Puts it up. No good. Partially blocked by Jamie Olson.
Outstanding job of establishing defensive position by Olson there.
Well, I'll tell you, between Olson's defense and Herrig's offense, we got a battle going on.
How about Olson's offense adding a little touch to it right there?
Not too bad. Minute 43 to play in the first. We're tied at 8.
There's the triple at least team.
That shot no good either. So now Bettendorf with an opportunity to take the lead. See if they take it back down over to Jamie Olson. She had
the matchup they want is there. We'll see them take advantage of it before long. And we got 33. Lindsey Beckman has been guarded by 12. Amy Weber. There's at least 8-9 inches difference, and we're going to see some things as we watch. Lori Bush, is she happy or unhappy? Could you tell?
Hey.
I think she's pretty happy.
Know who you have. Switch around.
Here's Larry Krogan of Dubuque. 8-8. We're tied with 1:08 to go in our first quarter of our 4A championship. Now Bettendorf really backing in here. Really packing it in on Herrig. Leaving him wide open outside there to take a free throw line shot. Yeah, they moved her over a little bit. She hits it. Yeah, Amy Weber
got her onto the elbow a little bit more. Got it into about the 10-12 foot range instead of 16-17.
She hits about 2 or 3. That'll change the defense around. Shot at the baseline, no good. Might have over the back.
Yeah, we do. 41 climbing.
Yeah,
Courtney Conger, who was also hampered with an ankle injury this week. I believe they call it a second-degree sprain. The trainers, I don't know what a second-degree sprain is. Olson sure stayed on the bench a long time.
Yeah. 33 seconds to go in the first as they bring it up court. Let's see if they leave that same shot open here. Spence in there, number 44. There's Pillard with it. Long shot from the outside of the three-point line. No good. There she is. The rebound, Tara David, but she can't score. And Bettendorf with 12 seconds remaining dribbles down the middle of the lane and can't get it. Rebound Bettendorf. Bulldogs. Lisa James, 2 seconds. Three-pointer, no. And that brings us to the close of the first quarter. It's Dubuque 10, Bettendorf 8. We'll be back right after this.
There is a business where goals aren't measured by quarters, but by generations. A business where the board meets under open sky. For this business, DuPont created Accent, the herbicide that protects corn from foxtails, shattercane, and Johnson grass, and protects the land as well. Because in this business, the accent is on tomorrow.
Get ready for spring by updating your kitchen at Menards. Elger cast iron sinks are now on sale. Choose from many styles and colors. This white double bowl sink is $128 after rebate. Add style to your sink with a faucet from Peerless. This double handle faucet is just $29.69. A single handle with pull-out spray is $99.99. At Menards, you'll always find low prices.
Save big money at Menards.
Victor Mike Henderson, Vets Auditorium, 4A championship game. Dubuque on top by 2 over Bettendorf. Second quarter underway here at Vets with Bettendorf the basketball in the black uniforms.
We'll have to look when Senior comes down the floor. I'll bet that Tara David is out playing guard in this alignment, where maybe she can hit that open shot they're giving them.
James from the free throw line, no. Now Bickel will come up. Let's see if they move. Can they move around? There's David.
David is gonna play out at the guard position.
See, and she can hit it. Now they had to take Weber out. Now here's a shot by Bickel. No good.
And she didn't want it when they were both in there.
Bettendorf with an opportunity to tie it up. Good pressure being applied here by the senior. Olson down the middle, doesn't stop, goes right on down.
That's 6 for Jamie.
10-10, Dubuque and Bettendorf knotted up. Herrig down low. They continue to back in on her defensively. Look at that. Draws 3-4 people, misses the shot, rebound Bettendorf.
But each of those kids on that back has done so well to take that drop step to back and get in defensive position. That time it was Lisa James.
Olsen back outside to Conger. Turn around, no good. Good rebound out of the by Amy Pillard. Get a shot from the rafters now. You get a chance to take a look how it looks up there.
Well, we got a good friend from the radio row that sits up there.
I think they call that the cheap sheet.
Yeah,
seats.
cheap.
There's Pillard back out. Well, she took the last one. This one going to feed in. Oh, nice give and go to Pillard. I'll tell you what, nice play. Out and into Herrig. Herrig saw Pillard driving down to the baseline, got the two.
But she recognized the double team on her so well, or maybe more appropriately triple team.
12-10, Dubuque by 2. Shot at the other end by Olsen. Won't go. Pillard gets the rebound. Well, there's a little more room now by Herrig, and now they back in. Far side. Spence down to Pillard. Get it into Herrig. She tries the hook shot, but it's blocked.
Back girl got it. James got it, not Olsen.
Wasn't Olsen that time. They've had Herrig's number so far, Mike. She's having a tough one. Average is 21. She's only got a couple. Olsen shot, no good. Long rebound out of there. Looking again to get it into Jamie Olsen. She tries to put it up, and she's fouled by Herrig. 12-10, Dubuque on top by 2. Back after this.
Think light bulbs have much to do with the price of bananas, beef, or bread. But when you consider there are millions of square feet to light in over 150 Hy-Vee food stores, a change from 4-tube fixtures to more efficient 2-tube fixtures is a very bright idea. That's one of the many ways we found to cut expenses at Hy-Vee. And when we save, you save. Low prices all day, every day at Hy-Vee.
12-10 ball game. It's Dubuque Senior on top by a bucket with 5:15. Here's your Norwest Bank key stats.
Still fairly even in most categories. Dubuque Senior a little advantage in field goal shooting, 31-6 to 27-8. Both teams really respect the others. You can see the way their defense. And Bettendorf completely collapsing on Amy Herrig. Dubuque Senior not wanting to give much to Bettendorf inside, particularly Olsen, but she has such a variety of good moves.
Free throw good. Boy, I tell you what, it's nice to see a quarter and a half gone, only one turnover apiece.
Oh,
both
yeah,
teams playing
that's
well.
An amazing number right there.
Olsen hits the lip of the iron and falls off. There's Davids with the rebound. 12-11 Dubuque by 1.
Dubuque back with the little guards now that started.
There's the free throw shot by Weber. Nope, doesn't get it. She's getting a little frustrated with herself. Weber can make that shot. Murray might not give her a chance to shoot it again, though.
Handling the ball there. An excellent newcomer, a freshman for Bettendorf. Freshmen don't play very often at 4A ball. Ebony Williams just in the lineup. Tip number 15.
Hirsch over to Beckman, down inside, shot up and good. Lisa James with the 2. And Bettendorf takes back the lead at 13-12. Look at 4 girls down inside on Herrig right now.
That was never a shot.
I don't think
that
it was
a
either.
long pass inside, and it was cut off by the Bettendorf defense.
Herrig at 6'4", just can't get the ball to her. They are completely collapsing in. Olsen near side. James. Boy, good defense here by Dubuque. Shot inside of the lane. Good. Nice move inside. Ebony Williams, as you mentioned, the freshman. So I think Chuck Offenberg, I think that was the player he told me was going to be the first one to dunk the ball.
Well,
in 3 years.
Did you believe everything Chuck Offenberger said in the press room all week?
He told me I was supposed to.
Well, I know, but
15-12, Bettendorf coming back with a 3-point lead here. And 3:25 to play in the half, and it hasn't been Olsen at all. Now here's her turnaround. Won't go. Rebound Pillard. Gonna have to find a way to get Harry into this ball game, though. 4 points, averages 20-some. Long baseball pass over to Bickle. She'll shoot for 3. That's away.
Big basket. That is a big basket for senior.
We're tied at 15. Low-scoring first half, Mike. But not many turnovers. Just both teams are working the offense.
There's the bad matchup.
Yeah, turnaround good. That's Lindsey Beckman.
He's just too big for any of the senior guards to handle if they ever get her one-on-one. It's down established in the post area.
17-15, Bettendorf. They look for Harry, collapse in. Now there they had her open for a moment anyway. There they got her. They brought her across the lane. Shot block. How many Olsen blocks do we have? Man, she's been all over Amy Harry today.
She's just that kind of a kid that works so hard. She's in the right place. Can even get beat a half a step and still recover.
Bettendorf will try and build to the 2-point lead. Two minutes remaining in this first half of this 4A championship. Olsen turnaround. Yeah, nice touch. Whoa, got the follow through, the little turnaround.
That's 9 points for Jamie. Now, she's playing in her 4th straight state tournament. She was on a team that was second to Dowling 2 years ago when she was a sophomore. Also played in 1 game last year against Lincoln that they lost, and 1 game as a freshman.
Davids, in and out, no good.
But look at Beckman push the ball up the floor.
Lindsey Beckman, the senior, bringing it up. She's going to Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Good shooter on the perimeter, and this time they get it inside. Up and good by Lisa James.
Isn't Oshkosh? That's Lynn King's old school, right? I knew
that is. Minute 21, Bettendorf has built a 6-point lead at 21-15 and a traveling call against Jenny Bickle. Timeout of the 4. We'll be back right after this.
Ready to play the new Iowa lottery game, Winning Words?
Are we 2 U's or 1 W?
You win by matching a 5-letter word from 8 letters.
Why? Why?
The buzz is you can win big.
A spelling bee.
I know each ticket has 4 chances to win. I think. Okay, next game. If you're not in, sit a spell.
Buyer.
How much did we win?
25 G's.
Keep those letters coming in with Winning Words.
Old Buck and I have had a good time talking to farmers about Bucktrell herbicide. But he thinks it's time we get serious and tell folks how great it really is. Buck's been out every day reminding folks about Bucktrell's fast knockdown and how there's no vapor drift to burn the neighbor's beans. And now, this convenient new gel pack formulation. Why, he even claims that Bucktrell users give it a 98% satisfaction rating. Well, how do you suppose he knew that?
Bettendorf winning over Dubuque Senior 21-15.
Let's go Rams. That's Dubuque Senior fans there.
Oh, my God. Minute 16. Bettendorf's on a tear right now.
13-5 run since they were trailing early. The defense at the end is doing a double team. Look at that move. Look at that.
Oh, right down to Olsen. Good feed inside there.
That's the 5th assist by Lindsey Beckman.
Yeah. 23-15. Dubuque Senior trying to reel them back in. They're now trailed by 8. There's Harry open momentarily. Bickle. Nope. And a foul inside as Herrick tried to spin it.
One of them moved right in on her step. We're going to see which one did. I think it was on Williams, but it could have been on Jamie Olsen.
So it'll be Dubuque Senior ball out of bounds.
They called it on Ebony Williams.
Inbounds to Herrick.
Boy, they defense that lob well.
Boy, they do. Look at that, keeping it a one shot per try. Olsen just dominating that defensive board.
Well, last year it was Lisa Bluter that came out of here with the blue chip stuff. Picking up Sharon Schulte and Lisa Brinkmeyer, the most valuable player. Hey, this year it might be Teresa Becker. He got Janelle Grimm, who set the all-time tournament record with 44 points. She's got Jamie Olsen out of this game for her Iowa State program.
17-16 seconds, 23-15 Bettendorf on top. They get it into Herrig. Nice move up, takes it up strong and scores. Good job by Amy Herrig.
But she had to work for everything she was there.
2 seconds, 1 second shot, no good. The second one is up and it will score. Score the bucket. We're at halftime. 25-17. We've got another special halftime show coming up right after this.
There is a business where goals aren't measured by quarters, but by generations. A business where the board meets under open sky. For this business, DuPont created Accent, the herbicide that protects corn from foxtails, quackgrass, and wild proso millet, and protects the land as well. Because in this business, the accent is on tomorrow.
Start your do-it-yourself projects with savings from Menards. Put air power to work with Campbell Hausfeld air compressors and tools. Compressors start as low as $167. Air tools start at $9.98. When replacing doorknobs, remember Harlock. It's the best lock for your money. This passage lock is $4.99. A lever passage lock is $9.99. Make Menards your home for do-it-yourself savings.
Save big money at Menards.
I'd like to welcome now the Twin River Valley drill team under the direction of Jan Gruber. At state drill team competition, the TRV girls placed first in 2 divisions and received the Distinguished Award of Academic Excellence for the 7th straight year. For your entertainment this evening, the Twin River Valley squad will be performing a palm routine to Every Little Dream. Now the Twin River Valley drill team. Ladies and gentlemen, the Twin River Valley drill team.
We'll be right back after this timeout for your local station.
We're here at McDonald's to tell you about
Breakfast economics.
Breakfast economics?
It's a great breakfast at a great price.
It's a McDonald's thing. It saves you money. Pretty simple, isn't it?
Piece of cake.
What do I do with the money I save?
Buy a boat?
I'll take my family to Tahiti.
On my boat.
On his boat.
Good answers. What you want is what you get at McDonald's today.
That's good, isn't it? That's great. Yeah.
McDonald's breakfast special of the month is the sausage McMuffin with egg, just 99 cents. Try one with Minute Maid orange juice. What you want is what you get at McDonald's today.
SOS! SOS! Blue Jack's North Park Auto Plaza is SOS! Severely overstocked. Choose from over 1,300 Chevrolets, Geos, Lexus, Mazdas, Hyundais, Mitsubishis, Mercedes, Jaguars, Porsches, Nissans, Audis, and Hondas. All at Blue Jack's only price, our one lowest SOS sale price.
This just in, same-day delivery. Bank representatives will be available for instant financing.
The severely overstocked sale going on right now at Blue Jack's North Park Auto Plaza.
We have the perfect cure for your cabin fever. Come visit the Spring Craft and Gift Show at the Mark of the Quad Cities. Shop for many new crafts and home decor items. This show will feature Victorian items, stained glass, wood crafts, candles, flowers, wood furniture, sewn items, clothing, gourmet food, and much more. See what's new this weekend at the Spring Craft and Gift Show at the Mark of the Quad Cities. Saturday from 9 to 5 and Sunday from noon to 5. Free parking is available.
Dr. Dean, tonight at 10 on TV6 News.
The 1994 Iowa Girls Basketball Tournament Championship Finals are brought to you by Iowa One Call. This spring, before you dig, call 1-800-292-8989. By Norwest Bank, Iowa, the home of free checking. Norwest is proud to be here and pleased to serve. By Bucktrill brand herbicide and new Bucktrill gel packs. And by Menards, helping families build America's heartland for 34 years. Save big money at Menards.
25-17, Bettendorf on top. Let's go to the Iowa boy, Chuck Offenberger.
Thank you, Mick Trier. Let me be the 2,000th person or so to wish congratulations to Gail Hardigan, coach of the champion trainer Cardinals in 1A.
Oh, thank you. You're right. It's been at least 2,000 hugs.
I heard you tell the press the other day that you hoped when you won your spot to play for the title that you hoped your state championship game as a coach went better as a player. You played for a state title. When was that?
1970. We got
for Manila, for the Manila Hawks. And who were you playing?
We played Montezuma. We were under Larry Bullock, and we were the Cinderella team of the tournament. We weren't supposed to win a game and got to the state finals and got beat by Monty.
I would assume you're going to be in demand for a lot of things in the next few weeks and months. You're a board member of the Girls Union, first of all. You've been a trainer 13 years. I bet there's a lot of other schools going to come after you and ask you if you're interested in your going anyplace. What do you think about that?
Well, I'm not real interested in moving. I coach 4 sports. And I enjoy coaching year-round, and there's not very many schools that would give you the opportunity to do that.
We're going to roll your reaction, let you watch what it was like here when you won it. You can look right down here, Gail.
I knew that. Yeah, I finally knew that it finally happened to me. It's been a long time, and it's been a wish for a long time for something like that.
Well, I was up talking to the Hardigan kids in the first half of the game, and your daughter Lee said that she intends to play for you. She's how old now?
She's 5. I said, you think by the time you're 15 that I can still be doing this? And she said, yep. So we'll see.
Well, what do you suppose it's like in trainer tonight?
Well, for the people that are left there, I'm sure it's pretty wild. I'm sure most of it, if they weren't watching on television and heard it on the radio, and they're pretty excited.
Gail Hardigan, thank you, and back to you, Mick Trier.
And we'll be back right after this.
Be right there. Old Buck's been busy ever since he heard the news. What news? This, new Bucktrill gel. Oh, it's the same fast broadleaf weed control we expect from Bucktrill. Except now it's in a concentrated, water-soluble gel pack. We can say goodbye to jug disposal. Old Buck's up to something.
New Bucktrill Gel. The same fast, dependable broadleaf weed control in easy handling gel packs.
Whoa, great job, Buck.
Picture Mike Henderson back at Bettendorf. We're at halftime of our 4A championship game, getting ready for the second half here. Bettendorf winning over Dubuque, 25-17. And Bettendorf. Let's take a look at the halftime stats here, Mike.
Bettendorf played so well the last half of the quarter. Their field goal percentage of .429 to Dubuque sitting right at 300. So the three-point line, Bettendorf has really not even attempted 0-1. That wasn't a tough one. Dubuque Senior got a big one from Bickle Lake.
8-foot jumper up and good. Lisa James hitting the bucket. And now it's a 10-point game with 27-17. And let's see what they do with any changes with Amy Herrick trying to get her the basketball, Mike. Over to Pillard. You know, Pillard, I look for Pillard to score a little more in the second half. She's a scoring machine. So's David. She'll shoot. Nope, no good. She can hit that shot, though. Just underway, third quarter here. Just the 1A championship. It was Trainer over Pomeroy Palmer, an exciting ball game. 61-58. And the ball knocked out of bounds, and Bettendorf will get it back. We'll have our first substitution incoming here for the second half.
Bettendorf getting such good movement from their kids inside. All three of the baseline kids, Conger, or in some cases Hubbard in the lineup, even Ebony Williams, along with Lisa James and Olson, run that baseline, all of them, so well.
Galliard comes into the lineup. Amy Weber checking out here for Dubuque Senior. And Senior with the steal. Here comes the Rams. And they'll set things up out front with Bickle. Pass the horn. Herrig all the way up to about 12 feet to get the ball. Misses it, however. This ball came out of there wildly. Bettendorf picks it up. Jamie Olsen's been pretty impressive so far, Mike, in this one, along with the defense.
The kid that's having the ball game for Bettendorf tonight is 51, James. Both Beckman and Olsen looked impressive in the two earlier contests. We mentioned Dubuque Senior beat a team coached by Paul James at Cedar Rapids, Washington, was top rated in the state. Lisa's Paul's niece. Maybe she's going after a little family revenge here.
41, Courtney Conger with the bucket. It's 29-17. Build the lead to 12 by Bettendorf. 6:12 to go. Herrig, oh, nice pass inside. Shot no good by Galliard. Loose ball. Bettendorf comes away with the basketball. But what they wanted is what they got. Just couldn't end up with the bucket.
Beckman, nice move.
Shot at the other end. Good by Lindsey Beckman. They're getting out there, Mike. And Larry Krogan's going to have to call a timeout. 31-17. Bettendorf. Timeout of the floor. We'll be back right after this.
It happens hundreds of times each year. A careless scoop of the shovel cuts underground lines that can shut down an entire neighborhood. But it doesn't have to happen. Before you dig, contact Iowa One Call. We'll come out and mark existing underground lines on your property. Call 1-800-292-8989. The one call that should always be your first call.
31-17. It's Bettendorf on top. You know, Larry, you can see Larry Krogan, who is a 30-year veteran as head coach, including stops at Orient, Maxburg, Harmony, Northland, and he's looking for number 400, Mike.
And he's looking uphill at number 400 right now. His timeout, and he had to have a timeout. We look at Bettendorf, a team that never gets big numbers. It's Lindsey Beckman, number 33. In this game already, she's just got 4 points. She has 6 assists, 5 rebounds, a block shot, and totally runs the Bettendorf offense. Lori, now she's only going for a win 45. She's got a ways to go to catch up with Larry.
Boy, she is doing an outstanding job of that program. Here's Dubuque Senior. Herrick from 18. No. Long rebound. Comes away with his Galliard. They'll get another chance. Well, I was going to say, you don't get 400 but not bringing teams back like this, and certainly they're not out of this one.
Well, Larry had a team in the first game of 5 players that was played on state tournament history in '85. When Linmar beat him in the first round.
Tara Davids with the 3.
That's who I thought was going to have to go out and play guard to get Senior turned around offensively.
Well, it's going to open up Herrig inside, certainly, if her or Pillard can get some shots down. Good defense this time on Olsen. Herrig all over her. She puts it up in good. Boy, that Jamie Olsen does work, didn't she?
How'd you like the entry pass from Beckman?
Good job. Got her on the hip, got it down to the baseline. 33-20. It's a 13-point lead by Bettendorf. 4:53 remaining in our third quarter.
Now we've got not only David outside, we've got Herrig with her.
Yeah, Herrig, she misses it. Can't buy that one. She can hit it. 21-point average, and then she only has scored 3 buckets so far for 6 points. Shot at the other end, no good by Bettendorf. Gets the offensive rebound down low. Too much little pressure. And they'll kick it back out and get a fresh chance to work the half-court offense. Now Bettendorf really spreading things out here. Little jumper. Oh, good rebound here. And here comes senior. Look for David's taking another shot if she gets it open. Beckel to David. There it is. He didn't take it. Nice pass inside to Pillard. Now that is a nice pass. Herrig, they were looking for the shot, and Pillard was wide open.
Pillard has been really quiet since early in the game, too. She had the first 2 baskets of the game for senior. That's only her 8th point now.
33-22. Oh, too hard. Trying to go inside there off the fingertips of Beckman. And it's timeout. 33-22. We'll be back right after this.
For the simple reason that kids will be kids. There's Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Iowa. We cover more children and the people who love them than any other.
You just can't beat the
Well, there's Lori Bush talking with her squad over there for Bettendorf.
They pass the cross. Here's Pillard going underneath the flex.
Drop in and
You know, Mike, she's going to be pretty happy.
That's what I say. Lori's been real quiet. She kept mentioning how animated we'd see her be, how we'd see her work the sidelines so hard. She hasn't had too much. That's that great pass that we saw from Herrig, who was playing at the wing at the time, to Amy Pillard, cutting through on the baseline.
Look more of that. 8 points for Pillard so far, as you can take a look at Larry Krogan trying to get this Dubuque senior team back in. They only trail by 11, 3:34 to go, third quarter play. A little more pressure on the perimeter. I think might open things up down there for Herrig. Look at Herrig open right there. Tries to dump it down to Pillard. Good idea, but they were defensively
well.
well.
But Sarah Heppick just dropped through there. Took that baseline totally away that time.
Turned around jumper by James. No. And Bettendorf will set it back up, then drive down the middle. They miss it. Herrig off for the rebound. So Dubuque senior with Davids bringing it up with an opportunity here to close the gap to single digits.
Yes, and we got Bettendorf resting Jamie Olsen, and just as I say that, they stand her back up again.
Back up in there.
They give her about a 30-second rest every third and first quarter.
Shot missed, but it goes off a Bettendorf player. Here comes Olsen back into the lineup.
I think she was out of the game 13 seconds clock time. Will they give her a full minute out on the stats or not?
23 Kelly Hirsch back into the Bettendorf lineup as well. Lindsey Beckman getting a well-deserved rest.
The Rams have really struggled offensively. Only 4 points since halftime, Mick.
You can see him collapsing in on Herrig. Here's the three-pointer, no good by Beckel. Got to believe Larry's saying, go ahead and take that shot, don't you, Mike?
Yeah, and he still wanted to say, shoot it, don't throw it. She is basically just lobbing the ball. That's nice
pass. Way to go. Olsen inside gets the 2.
That came from 43, I think, Hickey.
Olsen came around that baseline and was wide open.
Came from something 3, and Beckman's on the bench, so it must have been 43.
There they get it to Herrig, and she puts it up in good. Finally, about the first one they've gotten in there to her, and she had Olsen on her hip.
That's the first one that she hasn't had one person on her hip, 2 on her arms.
35-24, fast break, then a turnover against Bettendorf. And it'll be senior basketball.
Why does Hickey have good ideas? The passes aren't always there. That's 3 straight times she's come down the floor throwing rocket passes to the open girl. 2 of them haven't quite connected, but she's got the right idea. She's a junior. She'll be back next year.
Bettendorf getting in some more people. To Lindsey Beckman, who didn't get much of a rest. She's back into the lineup. Number 33. Davids. I thought she'd take that shot. Over to Pillard. There's David. Looking for Herrig inside. Nope. Pillard down to the baseline. She can drive.
They got to remember how they opened it up the first time. They're now just going back and looking for the same thing.
Play, yep. Same play, same position, same move, and Herrig gets the 2. 35-26, back to single digits, 1:16 to go in the third. Now Bettendorf have been looking to get it inside. They've been looking for Olsen. Out of defense, pressure. Shot no good by Beckman. The rebound out of there. Here comes Dubuque Senior. They could close within 7. Pillard to shoot. No. Rebound Bettendorf.
That's Sarah Hickey again.
And Lori Bush, the head coach over for Bettendorf, instructing what she wants them to do in the final 39 seconds.
Probably don't make a turnover might be the best thing.
Oh, there comes Olsen right down the middle. Somebody's going to have to help out on it with her, with Herrig. Can't make it around the screen.
Jamie Olsen is deceptively fast. She's quick on her feet. Got a good first step move to the basket.
17 seconds to go in our third. 37-26. Bettendorf on top. Over to Davids. Here's Pillard. 6 seconds. She shoots. No good. Rebound fought for. Bettendorf comes down with the basketball. That's the end of the third quarter. We'll be back for the final quarter right after this.
There is a business where goals aren't measured by quarters, but by generations. A business where the board meets under open sky. For this business, DuPont created Accent, the herbicide that protects corn from foxtails, shattercane, and Johnson grass, and protects the land as well. Because in this business, the accent is on tomorrow.
You know how great it feels to save money. Well, Hy-Vee employees help their stores save thousands of dollars every year. From simplifying business procedures to simply reusing shipping materials. Employees' cost-saving ideas get them directly involved in the decision-making process that helps Hy-Vee cut expenses. And that helps us keep the prices low for you. Low prices all day, every day at Hy-Vee.
Well, Mr. Grassley's in town. 37-26. Got a whole family over there of voters, possible voters, I guess. And with 8 minutes on the scoreboard, we're ready to start fourth and final quarter. I wonder who he's rooting for, Mike.
Well, neither one really that far. Probably, no guesses.
No guesses.
No guesses.
Well, Dubuque Senior trailing here, but with the basketball. Davids, no. Off the backside of the iron, a long rebound, quite of the corner, and Bettendorf will bring it up.
Where's the turnovers gone? There hasn't been any. 3 for Bettendorf, 5 for Senior through 3 quarters.
They look for Olsen inside. Got Herrig on
She was there once. Yeah. She was there twice.
Got her on the hip and got it inside. Pillard tried to come over and help, but couldn't do it. 39-26. The lead builds 13. Herrig down low. Good job. Getting it in there just now, and then the dishes out to Spence.
It was Ellen Spence who was in briefly in the first half with her first basket of the game.
Olsen way outside, looks for him to set up the half-court offense.
She can shoot from out there. She played out there that sophomore year.
Is that right? Yeah, coming across the lane, they're going to have to get help, Mike. They can't keep her any defense on her.
But she's just too quick for either Pillard or Herrig in that block area.
You can see why she's going to play some college. Yeah, 41.
She's going to step in and help immediately.
Yeah. And defensively, look at her defensively the way she plays.
And one of the strengths is going to be her conditioning from that year-round swimming situation, distance events, backstroke individual medley, top events to swim. And she's got to be in condition, so she's used to that.
41-28, Bettendorf leading here. 6:26 to play in the basketball game. Little jumper from 8. Yep, hits it. Lindsey Beckman, good little athlete.
If this kid's really going to go play Division III at Oshkosh, watch out for her to be outstanding at that level. Probably a an All-American at Division III level.
She is just an outstanding
Because the
athlete.
Division I coaches that were in here early in the week, their first question is, where's Lindsey Beckman going? I didn't know till I saw it in her handwriting on her own information sheet making.
There's Larry Krogan looking on, trying to get this Dubuque senior team back in this one here. They trail by 15 at 43-28. Just moved down to the 6-minute marker. And Bettendorf's been impressive.
We're going to go with a spread now with Olsen starting out, clear out on the wing. We'll see where she comes before it's over. Down the lane on the swing on the.
And the ball stolen away here by Amy Pillard. And Pillard will dribble down, puts up a little jumper, misses. Timeout of the 4, 43-28 our score. Bettendorf on top, and we'll be back right after this.
As we look around our hometowns, there's a pride that we share, where children grow and people know what matters. Here in Iowa, we bring the best together, proud to be here, pleased to serve.
Old Buck and I have had a good time talking to farmers about Bucktrell herbicide. But he thinks it's time we get serious and tell folks how great it really is. Buck's been out every day reminding folks about Bucktrell's fast knockdown and how there's no vapor drift to burn the neighbor's beans. And now, this convenient new gel pack formulation. Why, he even claims that Bucktrell users give it a 98% satisfaction rating. Well, how do you suppose he knew that?
Bettendorf on top, 43-28 with 5:35. Our Norwest Bank Keystat.
Bettendorf continues to climb a little bit in that shooting area. They were in the low 40s at halftime. Now up to 47-7. Dubuque Senior still at 30.
Turnovers still at a minimum. And that's good to see in this 4A championship game. Davids with the steal. Hands it off. Shot up. Good. Ellen Spence with the bucket. Got a 13-point ball game, and I think Larry Krogan says we're going to get back in.
Yeah, we're going to go total double team pressure.
Yep, going to get some pressure here. Bettendorf out front. Wide open. Let's see who had the last one to get a hand on Bettendorf. Yeah.
Timeout. I heard that. Lori Bush says timeout.
Timeout taken by Lori Bush of Bettendorf, and with 5:06 to go in this basketball game, and Bettendorf on top, 43-30. And Mike Henderson, one of the nice things that are going to be happening during the tournament is the Hy-Vee Food Store Scholarship.
Well, it certainly is, and of course the schools of the state of Iowa are real happy to have Hy-Vee on board. They're sponsoring our tournament team captain scholarship, a $1,000 scholarship to the athlete selected as captain of the '94 state tournament all-tournament team. Now this is special in that it includes all 32 teams, not just 1A or 2A, but all 32 teams, the top of 32 teams with 15 players on a team.
Getting ready for more action here in this 4A championship, and I got to believe some of the defensive pressure right now. I think Larry Krogan's turning up that defense just a little bit to try and get back in. He trailed by 13, Mike.
And it's one of the things that some of the thing earlier, though, has hurt this situation. Conditioning is going to be a big factor now. Lori Bush has been able to effectively rest every one of her starters, including Jamie Olsen.
Backing it in defensively, as we've told John Herrig inside there.
To where I don't believe Herrig, Pillard, or Davids have ever left the game. Or Bickle. They've had 4 kids on the floor of the out game.
Yeah, I think you're right. Back outside to Davids. There's Pillard in the corner. Davids into Herrig. Going to say a body foul, I think, on Jamie Olsen.
Yeah.
Substitute incoming here. Sarah Hickey back in.
You know, we talked about the turnover situation. That's the first foul by either team since halftime. Neither team would have a foul in the second half like that.
Amy Herrig's free throw good. Good free throw shooter at 72%, and she nails it.
It's no small defensive task that Bettendorf's held her to 11 points. Extremely good game plan. Each kid has taken their responsibility well, because this is a class basketball player that everyone's looking at. It's not a bad game by her. A great defensive performance by Bettendorf.
Now the pressure being applied here by Dubuque Senior as they bring it up court. And there's Lori Bush. A little bit of a smile, I think, there, wasn't it?
You know, Lori's a pleasant person. You might not know it from their basketball game face, but a very pleasant young lady.
43-32, the lead of 11 by Bettendorf. 4:15 still to play here in this fourth quarter. Boy, putting on the pressure now. The middle. Bettendorf looking for Olson or someone else to take that shot, I think.
What a nice passing game. Keep the ball moving under pressure, much unlike what the trainer delay game was. Their game was a quick passing delay game.
That's another foul on Tara Davids, by the way.
I mentioned that Laurie is only in her second year as a head coach. She's had good coaching experience, so the assistant to Gary Altman at Bettendorf for a number of years. Previous to that, she was a graduate assistant on Steve Vivian Stringer's staff at Iowa. In fact, was a graduate assistant when they were ranked #1 in the nation in the mid-'80s.
Foul on the far side. And Bettendorf will get to throw it in again.
Well, that's a smart play. Jamie Olson saw the cutter. Knew she saw her too late, didn't throw the ball away.
Good pressure being applied here, but some good ball control here by Bettendorf. Bettendorf down to the right side. They lose the basketball out of bounds. Timeout of the floor, 43-32. It's Bettendorf. We'll be back right after this.
It happens hundreds of times each year. A careless scoop of the shovel cuts underground lines that can shut down an entire neighborhood. But it doesn't have to happen. Before you dig, contact Iowa One Call. We'll come out and mark existing underground lines on your property. Call 1-800-292-8989. The one call that should always be your first call.
Spruce up your home with help from Menards. Start with a fresh coat of Glidden paint. Spread Solo is Glidden's highest hiding paint. Just $6.95 a gallon. Spread Satin is $8.79. Cover your floors with plush Diamond Mills carpet. King's Ransom attached back carpet installs easily. Just $7.99 a square yard. Carpet remnants are 30% off regular roll prices. Save on home improvement needs at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Well, Mick Kerr, Mike Henderson back at Betts and Troy in Des Moines. Bettendorf leading 43-32 here over Dubuque Senior. And Dubuque Senior, well, still has time, Mike. They're going to have some things go their way.
Well, they're going to have to break not only Bettendorf down offensively, they're going to have to break them down at both ends of the floor. Most importantly, probably here, they're going to have to work the ball and maybe not be able to have the patience they've had to have when they get the ball to Herrig.
Pillard, David's open, got to shoot it. Misses.
Great positioning by Jamie Olson. That was her 9th rebound of the game. Herrig has 8 to lead the Rams.
Well, as Dubuque Senior trying to put on some pressure here and get some steals with 2:52 to play when they found themselves trailing here.
And again in this game, like we saw in the first game, here's the D1 kid. Out there is the press breaker, and out there is running the show when they're in their delay game out high. And that's got to take a lot out of her and just chase.
Foul reaching in, Amy Pillard, the victim. So it'll be Bettendorf basketball. We're going to see Ebony Williams check back in here for Bettendorf, number 15, the young freshman. 6 foot tall.
I'm just going down the line here on some of Jamie Olson's numbers. Jamie has 21 points. She's got 9 rebounds. She hasn't missed a field goal this half. 2 block shots. She's going to have a pretty impressive line when you pick up the paper in the morning. As is Lindsey Beckman with 8 assists, 5 rebounds.
Back into the lineup, Lisa James here for Bettendorf. Coach Lori Bush getting a lot of people in. There's the freshman there. Ebony Williams in and out, no good. And here comes Dubuque Senior. Over to Pillard. David's going to have to shoot. Into Harrigan, it's knocked away.
Kind of dug out of there by Ebony Williams. Whoa! A collision at center court.
And that on David, I believe, is going to be her third.
They didn't handle that 5 at all. Stack up, Ebony up.
They didn't handle that stack at all. Let's try it again. They didn't handle it last time. Let's try it again.
Into Olsen, takes it down to the hoop, and she's going to be fouled. Didn't get there in time. Foul whistled against Ellen Spence. That'll be a shooting foul, and Olsen will be gone to the free throw line. 21 points tonight for Olsen so far, and boy, she has been outstanding. Larry Krogan going to have to wait.
He's going to have to wait till whatever his first scheduled game is next year, because they're at least as good, if not better, next year than they are this year.
This one's not over yet, but boy, this Olsen, the way they're playing, and Bettendorf, they're tough. Second free throw, in and out, no good. Rebound out of the by Pillard. 44-32 score. Bettendorf by a dozen. We're almost to the 2-minute marker here, as you can see it ticking down. Pillard. Outside Herrick, turned around, shot, good. Gets it for 2.
14 hard-earned points for Amy Herrick.
44-34, now reaching in foul, Ellen Spence. And I think, let's see, coming in is going to be Amy Weber. And that will send Jamie Olsen back to the free throw line.
Keep looking around for new players. The senior still has their original starting lineup back in now with Weber coming in, Bettendorf with 4 starters, and Ebony Williams.
Good.
And she have nice ball rotation, and even at the point of the game when kids are getting tired, starting to get to the front of the rim, Jamie Olsen still has the strength and the conditioning to get it up over there with that kind of rotation.
Got that good follow through and leg. Second one also good. Making a 12-point lead at 46-34 and a minute 44 still remaining. All knocked away, down to the floor. Bettendorf scrambling for it. Now David comes up with it. She shoots, no good. Rebound Herrick. Jump ball called for, and it'll belong to Bettendorf.
So that means Olsen would get credit for that rebound also. That puts her 10 or 11, one or the other.
Courtney Conger, number 41, back out of the lineup for Bettendorf, and Ebony Williams got some valuable playing time here at the state tournament.
And Laurie Bush is even teaching yet in that situation as Ebony Williams comes over pretty well a state championship in mind, teaches her one more thing, sends her back in with the advice. Ebony Williams is going to be a great basketball player.
More people getting in here. Kelly Hurst, 23 out front here. Minute 25 is what remains in this championship game. And I think we might see Bettendorf just go to the perimeters. Oops, going to have a foul there. Amy Weber ran out and put a quick foul on Lindsey Beckman.
I finally got, after having no fouls at all in the second half, worked pretty hard and got into the bonus.
Lindsey Beckman, 62% free throw shooters. You look at the Bettendorf bench across the way. Future Bulldogs. That'll be starting. Free throw good.
Lindsey's dad's an outstanding official in the Big Ten in football. He's worked numerous state high school boys tournaments, and I don't know whether he's scheduled in here next week or not, but he's worked a number of years in here and does work Big Ten football. Steve Beckman.
Ducking free throw, no good. Off of the rebound. Dubuque senior, and here comes Bickle up with it. Down to the corner, they'll look for Davids, I think, to shoot. Bickle over to Weber.
Bettendorf extends their defense. Is getting tougher for anyone to shoot, let alone Herrick.
Nice drive by Tara Davids. And Tara Davids has her average at 5. Ball stolen away. Loose ball. Davids picks it up. She feeds it over. There's Pillard. Nope. So Dubuque senior again will throw it in, but they trail here by 11 at 47-36. with 43 seconds still remaining to go in this basketball game of this 4A championship. And a timeout taken here by Bettendorf and Lori Bush. Taking a look at Larry Krogan's bench.
Ball in, foul him. You're in a 0-0. As soon as you get the ball in, foul him right away. Whoever gets it, make them shoot it. Now you got to put the ball in the hole. And get it in right away. The game's not over until the buzzer sounds. Now, come on. We've got a timeout.
I don't know how many timeouts I have. I still have at least one if we need it. We're getting this, baby. Let's go. Team, 1, 2, 3, team.
Well, one coach says she ain't over until it's over, and the other one says we're getting this, baby.
We're getting this, baby. Larry fairly optimistic at this time, Krogan. Things do have to go right for him, and they will foul immediately, as you heard him say.
Free throw to Weber. Oh, there's Herrick. Off the glass, good. 35 seconds to go. They get a quick timeout. Lori Bush unhappy about something.
That is a wrong call.
Now what did he? I thought I saw Lindsey Beckman give a timeout signal, and I think that the official did.
0-0. As soon as they get the ball in, put the foul on.
Here's Larry Krogan.
Take your time. Go for the steal. You don't get it, foul him. All right? Now, rebound, you got to bring it down. Somebody's got to shoot the ball. Game's not over. 35 seconds. Now, come on.
A lot of stranger things have happened, Mike Henderson.
Well, they certainly have. Of course, Lori did not want that timeout, but she's certainly making good use of it now. Getting her kids to quit celebrating. They can celebrate all they want to in 35 more seconds.
47-38 score. Bettendorf on top here by 9. 35 seconds to play. Lori Bush sits down. Now Bettendorf's going to be throwing it in. You've seen you're looking to steal it away, and they get it in play. So now they're going to have to foul. And indeed they do. And they're going to send Kelly Hirsch, an excellent free throw shooter, best on the team, to the free throw line. So with 31 seconds to play, Kirsch will toe to the line here.
Suspense back, yes it is.
He's back in here for Weber.
Bettendorf's been runner-up on 2 different occasions in basketball. None of the 8 teams in the championship games in any of the 4 classes had ever won a state championship before. Bettendorf was second to Des Moines East in the 6-player tournament the Baum and Cramey year 79, wasn't it? And they were second in the 6-player tournament to Dowling year before last.
Both of them good, make it 49-38. The lead goes to 11. Herrick from three-point land. No, won't go. Long rebound out of there. Beckel, 18 seconds to play. Herrick looking to get behind the three-point line. Airballed it, no good. Rebound, back up, no good. Missed by Spence, and Bettendorf comes away with it with 8 seconds to go. And they have to foul immediately. They trail by 11. 49-38, and Lori Bush.
I think she's accepted it now.
Yeah, Tom Lawler, the assistant.
They say, we're going to get this, baby.
And now they'll start to clear the bench. And we'll see a whole bunch of new faces here. Well, the Duke senior certainly fought hard, but I'll tell you, the defensive pressure by Bettendorf. As you can hear, that Jamie Olson's being taken out, and the play by Jamie Olson was outstanding.
Bettendorf's whole defensive game plan was good. They took the outside kids and let them shoot. The baseline kids did an excellent job. Whoever was asked to be chasers on Pillard and Davis on the baseline, they were able to do their doubles and their triples on Herrig and their chasers, as they say, whether they be James, Clonger, Ebony Williams was in a chaser position, Sarah Hickey. Those kids enabled that double team to stay there.
50-38, 5 seconds to go. The Duke senior bringing it up court here. And a last-second desperation shot hits the backboard and falls off. Bettendorf, your 4A champion.
Good job, guys.
Good job. Just played really well, Larry.
Good game.
Yeah.
Good game.
Well, it's Bettendorf, your 4A champion, 50-38. An impressive win here this evening over Dubuque Senior in this championship, and Lori's got the smile on her face.
On the air. Congratulations.
Let's go down to George Turner.
Before we get on with the presentation of the runner-up and championship trophy, for the 5th straight year, we're presenting the Norwest Bank Iowa Scholarship Award for good sportsmanship, which is based on sportsmanship shown by a tournament team, its coaches, cheerleaders, and fans. Each selected school is receiving 2 $500 scholarships to be presented by the school to 1 male and 1 female student athlete or cheerleader in any sport of that school. The scholarships are funded by Norwest Banks, Iowa. Presenting the award is Karen Brown, the Assistant Executive Secretary of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. And accepting the award in Class 4A is Muscatine and the Athletic Director, Chuck Van Heck. Presenting the trophies, the President of the Board of Directors of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, the Superintendent of Schools at Orient-Maxburg, Bill Cox. And to present the championship runner-up trophy, Coach Larry Krogan and the Dubuque Senior Rams. And the 1994 championship trophy in Class 4A goes to Lori Bush and the Bettendorf Bulldogs.
Another trophy, huh?
Great, nice.
Thanks.
Coach Lori Bush. Yeah, we waited some 50-some years that a team coached by a woman to win a state title, and my goodness, we have 2 in a row here tonight. Congratulations.
Well, I appreciate that. You and I both know it's more than just me on this bench. I have 3 gentlemen that help me and a lot of supporters, plus my team.
Let's name your assistant coaches.
Tom Lawler, Gary Hirsch, and Denny Jones.
You said after an earlier game this week that you gave a lot of credit to Gary Altman, who you were an assistant for him for 5 years, and then 2 years ago you became head coach. Is that right?
That's correct. Gary was my mentor, and I give him my credit. Appreciate all his help.
I believe he's the athletic director now at Burlington. Is that right?
That is correct also. I have to run here, honey. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
To Lori Bush and her entire squad there at Bettendorf. An exciting basketball game. She did an outstanding job, Mike, of coaching them.
Well, certainly. That was a team that was so well prepared. All 3 of their contests as they came in, they did the things they had to do, both offensively and defensively, without a lot of flash, but without a lot of mistakes, if any, in any of the 3 games. Their turnover total tonight, probably 7 to 8 in there at the highest.
Even though we saw some great offense, we also saw some great defense, and especially on Amy Herrick today.
Well, Amy Herrick, definitely a high school All-American, had 16 points, 16 so hard-earned points that they forced them to take away every pass to her, every shot by her.
Let's go down to the Iowa boy, down to Chuck Offenberger.
Thank you. Down here with Larry Krogan, the coach of Dubuque Senior. Coach, you gave it a heck of a run.
Well, we played really hard. We have a great group of kids. I know they're really disappointed, and can't say that I'm not a little disappointed myself, but they had a heck of a year. They played hard. They beat the #1 team to get here. And, you know, what can we say? Bettendorf played an excellent game tonight. They played well defensively, and offensively, they scored when they needed to.
Profile and courage. Amy Herrick playing on that ankle all week. How's it doing now? Do you have any idea?
Well, I think it's still awfully sore. I think that one of the things that happened is that they could take us to the basket early. You know, Amy is a little bit quicker than she showed on the outside tonight, and I'm sure that had part of it to do, but we have no excuses. They really played well tonight.
Gave a great account of yourself in Dubuque Senior High School. Let's go back up to Mick Trier.
Thank you, Chuck Offenberger. Well, I'll tell you what, they certainly did. They brought in a good team, and they fought hard throughout the state tournament. An exciting 4A championship game, Mike Henderson. We saw some different coaching moves there, but one thing Dubuque did do, they knocked off the #1 Cedar Rapids, Washington earlier, and you can see Lori Bush. Well, I'll tell you what, she really shows the emotion, and she is a happy coach down there, and congratulations to her.
Well, of course, both games tonight, what a way to start out a championship weekend. A little bit different types of game and the intensity of the way they were played, but such an interesting game. Both games with some fan appeal. Both games with kids going up and down the floor. Some things that I think are really, as we look ahead, going to be important. And look at the Bettendorf kids. Whoa, 55 is going to hurt somebody in there if she's not careful.
I think let's go back down to the Iowa boy. Chuck Offenberger standing down with one of the players.
Mick, we got Jamie Olson here, who was leading score tonight, 24-25 points. I can't remember what it was. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. It's exciting. We had a tough season, and we worked hard, and we really believed in ourselves, and we got it done.
It's a great effort out there tonight. What did you think of Dubuque?
They have a nice squad. They have a very nice squad. You know, they played well. We just tried to concentrate on our defense and shutting them down, and we did a nice job, but they're a good squad.
You're off to Iowa State next year. What will be left for the Bettendorf Bulldogs? How many players come back on that team?
We graduate 5 seniors. We'll be all right. We have a lot of upcoming freshmen and stuff who will fill shoes nicely, so I think we'll do all right.
Let's say hello to some of your teammates over here. Who have we got here? Excuse me. What's your name?
Sarah Hickey.
How's it feel to be a state champion?
Unbelievable. I can't even believe it.
Are you a senior?
No, junior.
How many will you have coming back?
A lot. I don't know. We're only losing like 4 seniors or 5 seniors, so.
Was there any doubt tonight or not?
No, I can feel it. I can feel it. So.
Let's talk to 33 over here. Who's this?
Lindsay Beckman.
Hey, Lindsay, great game.
Thank you.
Were you more tense tonight coming into the championship game than the first 2 round games here in Des Moines, or how did you guys feel?
I think the first game we were most tense, get the nervousness out of the way. Tonight it was just more anxiousness, getting ready to play. We just wanted to come out, we wanted to play.
Well, what will the Bulldogs do? Will you stay in Des Moines tonight and will you be around here tomorrow? Or do you know what the schedule is?
We're going to stay here tonight. I'm not sure what we're going to do tomorrow.
And then I imagine there'll be some kind of big homecoming back in Bulldog Town when you guys get back there.
I'm sure. I mean, we have the greatest fans possible here, and I'm sure they'll be there for us when we get home.
It's a tremendous crowd. Are the boys coming back next week?
Yeah, the boys come back Wednesday.
That's great. How'd you think of the team's effort tonight?
I think it was enormous. I mean, I don't think we could have played any harder than we did. We came out intense. We played intense 32 minutes.
Jamie Olson's a great player. She provided a lot of senior leadership. What year are you?
I'm a senior, too.
How long have you two played together?
Jamie and I have only played together for about the past 2 years because she was moved up, and then I came up last year and played. But I don't know. We're good friends off the court and on the court, I guess.
Okay, let's see if we can find another player here and say hello. Hey, congratulations. What's your name?
Thanks. Kelly Hirsch.
Kelly, great game, great season, great finish down here at Vets. How's it feel to be a state champion?
It's the ultimate high. It's awesome.
Did you think you'd get here?
Yeah, I did. I always had confidence that we could do it. I knew we could.
When you came down here, now you have a lot of state tournament experience on this team. Did this year feel any different than any other years?
That's hard to say. I don't really know. I can't tell because I haven't been here before, so it was my first experience.
What year are you?
I'm a junior.
Tell us a little bit about what it's like to play for Lori Bush. She seems to watch her on the sideline. She's a very active coach. Is she tough?
She's the best coach in the entire world. I'd never want another coach. She's the best coach. She's the best. She always gets us mentally ready, and she's tough on us, but it's because she wants us to do well.
Terrific. You got a lot coming back next year. Can you look ahead at all and see what you think the team will do next year?
I think we could be really tough next year if we work hard.
Thank you very much. Let's go back up to Mick Trier.
And thank you to the Iowa boy, Chuck Offenberger. Nice job down there on the interviews. Some interesting insights of some of the players and coaches here following the game. And let's wrap up what we did here. First off, Bettendorf, of course, the winner here moments ago in the 4A Mike, 50-38 over Dubuque Senior, and also trainer in the earlier game, an exciting ball game over Pomeroy Palmer, 61-58. But let's just peek ahead for a moment to tomorrow night's action, of course, that we'll have on television. 2A championship and the 3A championship. There's been a lot of talk this week about the 3A, so let's talk about it first. It's 2A Solon and Wilton in the 2A, and the 3A Storm Lake and Central DeWitt. These should be some excellent ball games.
By the way the teams have played, these should be two intensely played ball games. These should be two fast-moving and perhaps hard-hitting games. Solon and Wilton, a pair of conference rivals from the Eastern Iowa Hawkeye Conference. They've played twice already this season, but Wilton seems to get a little closer to them each time. Storm Lake and Central DeWitt. They're going to play in the Class 3A division. I've been calling that the throw-and-go offense. They in that whole class, they throw the ball toward the basket at the other end, and everybody runs and goes after it. And really been a great tournament in 3A. Should be an outstanding contest between Storm Lake and DeWitt Central.
Let's go back down to the Iowa boy, Chuck Offenberger.
Hey, thank you again. We've got Ebony Williams here, the Bettendorf freshman that gave such a good account for her here tonight. My goodness, 14 years old and a state champion. How's it feel?
Great. Feels really great.
Were you more at ease tonight than you were in the first couple of games this week? You told me you were awful nervous earlier in the week.
I was still nervous, but I think I was more at ease.
I'm not sure when there's ever been a freshman that's had played that much in a state championship game. How did you feel about it out there tonight?
I was honored.
What kind of goals do you have for yourself when you're 14 years old, you're a state champion? What do you think the next 3 years might be like?
I hope it's the same as this.
You told me earlier this week both of your parents were guards at St. Ambrose in Davenport. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
And then you have a brother that'll be back here next week with the Bulldogs too. Who's he?
Albert Williams.
I assume now you came up. Did you come up with the varsity sometime after Christmas?
Yeah.
And then how?
Christmas.
And then how much did you play down the stretch?
Like last 2 minutes of the game, if I was lucky. I only got in 3 games.
Does it feel as good as you thought it would?
Yeah, better.
Thank you, Ebony Williams.
Well, congratulations to Trainer and Bettendorf and the big trophy being raised up there for the 4A champion, the Bettendorf Bulldogs. Tomorrow night, it's the Girls State Championship game in both 2A and 3A. Be with us at 6:30.